Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers, how you all doing today? I hope you're all doing well. So we've got another jam-packed reading today. We want to find out today what does a recent ex or an ex of yours, what do they wish they could have told you, or what do they wish they could say to you right now? So we want to let's dabble into it and find out what messages that they may have, because I was getting this feeling like, yeah, there's some exes or some kind of feelings of exes wanting to say something. So let's have a look, okay, and see what they really want to say or what they wish they could have said to you. Right, so we've got pile 1, okay, pile 2 and pile 3, okay? So take a couple of seconds to have a think of which number resonates, okay? While I'll just make a quick little opening as well to the reading. So I just want to say thank you to the universe, thank you to our guardian angels, thank you to our ancestors for this wonderful reading today that will help us, to give us some guidance that we can use to move forward, to help with our self-development and self-growth, okay? And just think about which number is resonating. Is it 1, 2, or 3? All right. See you on the other side. But before you choose, make sure you have something nice and hydrated, a little something. Yeah, whether it's some water, some juice, some tea. I've got coffee today because I was feeling a bit like having some coffee. So, yeah, make sure you have something to keep you hydrated. Oh, not just coffee. I also have some water as well. But make sure you keep yourself hydrated, because we're going to get into it. All right? Right. See you on the other side. Wagwan people. Wagwan tea sippers. Right. So let's see what your exes, so in pile 1, has to say. What do they wish they could have said to you? What do they wish that they could have showed or said to you, or their current feelings about you as well? Let's see what they had wanted to say to you. So we've got let's just move this here. Let's see what's in the tarot. Right, so we've got the 9 of Cups reverse. We've got the King of Wands. We've got the 3 of Wands. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun in reverse. Okay. So from what I'm gathering here, it feels like, and this could be a recent ex, this could be, let's bring it closer. So this could be a recent ex, or this could be someone from your let's say your recent past. But it looks like this person, since the breakup or since the end of the relationship, this person has some kind of maybe codependency issues, or a sense of lacking, or feels that since the relationship has broken up, that they no longer have you as kind of to maybe fulfill them emotionally or intimately. There may have been some kind of like playing the field with the King of Wands, and you see that's that long stick there, that there may have been some kind of like to kind of try to get over the relationship, may have gone, he or she may have kind of gone on the prowl, so to speak, to then, go do a thing, Um, you might know what I'm trying to say here, but they might have like sexually may have kind of um, um, explored and to try and or just to try and get over the relationship. But even though they may have tried to do that and they may have had some moments of fun, moments of passion, you see with all that red there, and even like the open, I always see that as like with the open kind of like posture there from the King of Wands. It's like, yeah, I want, to the feeling of like going to explore and try something new, to probably get over this feeling of like emotionally lacking or missing something. But then there's something that you're still not satisfied, because maybe even though it may have gone, he or she may have gone to then go to new pastures, to go and find love, or to go and meet new people and enjoy maybe casual or friends with benefits relationships. It ultimately still has, they're still searching, they're still seeking, they're still yearning. And you see with the figure here with the world in its hand, it's like, I want to explore, I want to try. But even with the Two of the Wands, I kind of also see this as like, I want to seek somebody who can also maybe have the same vision as me to hold the second wand. And I'm lacking that, I'm missing that. And maybe I'll go and try and see if I can find somebody like you, that can ultimately, we can have, security, we can build together, we can work together. Because right now, this person is recognizing, oh, you can't see the sun here, so it's the sun card in reverse. This person is recognizing the loss of the relationship. They're recognizing that there is a lot of work that needs to be done here. They're wishing that they could have told you that what you really meant to them, and that they didn't recognize what they had until they lost you. And this is where I see why the Two of Wands is here as well. It's like telling you that now, I think they've had their time of fun where they've gone out, had to, messed around, you know, dabbled in dabbling activities. Yeah. Oh gosh. And then now it's like, it's not satisfying me anymore. I want more. I want more. I want growth. Look at the ones, and I always like with where you can see the little kind of leaves growing, because it's like that growth. I want growth now. I've matured somewhat, but then there is, to me, this may also kind of say, like, with the Nine of Cups reverse, that there may still be some kind of like codependency issues, or kind of perhaps in the when in the relationship was not really investing as they should, and kind of really depending on the other person or yourself, like depending on yourself to kind of carry the relationship, which then resulted to the breakdown, because it created like a codependency, where you may have felt like you weren't being listened to, you weren't really being like it, the relationship was fair, and you could feel like you were equally yoked in this relationship. But also with the King of Wands, I see that this person as well, there was a lot of selfishness. I see selfishness in the terms of the attitude of like, okay, well, to get over you, I'm going to go and mess around. And also sensing maybe there could have been also from your side as a collective, you might have felt of like dealing to get over it, maybe to rebound, to get yourself back back on your feet again, just like seeing what's out there. It's like even with the King of Wands, it's like he's like his eyes like on something. It's like, oh, something's catched my eye. I'm feeling a bit aroused by this and wanting to kind of explore. And like seeing with the staff, it's like in the kind of like the here in the I'm trying to look if it's like a red carpet or like it's like it's like, oh, there's something has kind of aroused me a bit, and I want to explore that. It's like even here though, to me, this, I don't know why I'm getting sensing this, but I'm sensing like all the imagery as well is kind of almost maybe representing the backlog of maybe, of like, let's say had a little he or she may have had a little book, of people that they can call, that they can go to, and maybe he was aware of this, and that what's caused the relationship, because even though they might have been looking like, yes, they did ultimately want something that was more stable, and was secure, but they were still kind of they were messing around. They may have been messing around, playing the field, you know giving bun. So another thing in Jamaican patois, when you say bun, so like BUN, it's basically like you're cheating. So you're going around and you're bunning people. So you're just it's cheating. You're going around and you're cheating. You're playing the field. Yeah. You're trying to have your cake and eat it too. And I think this person has recognized that they were wrong. And I think the time apart has really helped them to see that they were wrong. And now they want to make amends. And I'm sensing like it's also like they want to come to you, but they're maybe waiting on either like the confidence to take that, to kind of almost to get there and feel like they can come forward towards you, and travel the seas or the distance between you. But there is a kind of also like a sense of doubt, like whether you want the same thing or not, or whether you would accept or reject my offer. Because this is where I get this, is like they want it, they may be wanting, this is what they want to do, and like hoping that there might be like in divine timing, like a sign from the universe that will help to create this union again, But I think it's a question of, you've got to ask yourself, is this what you truly want? Is this what has this person really or have you or this person, have you both got over this issues here? So, because in a relationship, and I would say both you and the other person or the ex should be here. This is what we all work towards. We want to have all like our cups filled, because the Nine of Cups is all about self-fulfillment. So you being wholesome in yourself emotionally, you feel secure in yourself, your self-love is intact, and you're constantly working on your self-love, that you don't feel the need to have like somebody else to create or make you happy. You're happy within yourself. You love yourself. Yeah. So when it's reverse, it means there's work to do. It means that two people are coming together that do not feel complete. And if you don't feel complete within yourself, then you can create karmic ties. You can create bonds with people that have unhealthy attachments. Yeah. And that's what creates the codependency in the relationships, and it causes imbalances in those relationships. Okay. But with the sun in reverse, ultimately, this person did value you as someone that they could see in their life, have fun times, enjoy one another's company, romantically, um, physically, you know, but also like someone that they could see themselves growing with, and just almost like you see with the child, also like, you know, you're the two, it's like seeing it like two children coming together. I kind of see it like the two of you maybe just having fun, being around one another, and just having a good time. But now that has now come to the point where, um you know, maybe you the two of you have kind of kept in contact, and um but there's no progress there. It's just, you know, you might have just maybe just to kind of, for it to kind of come to a kind of like a close, may have just said, right, we'll just remain friends. But ultimately, I kind of see that this is not what the person wants. And maybe there's part of you might feel like that's not what you want. But you got to ask yourself, is it right for you? You know, if there were issues in the relationship, yeah, if there was issues in the relationship that made you feel like this, or vice versa, is this right for you? So you've really got to ask yourself if it is what you really want, okay? So let's have a look as well on the other messages here. So we got, yeah, unfaithful. So this person was unfaithful. That's why I see with the King of Wands and the eye looking away, it was like, something. Ooh, look at that fine piece of ass over there. There was something going on. I saw that. And then you've got, teach me how to love you. Teach me how to love you. Will you accept my love offer? So this person does want to have another chance. This person wants to have another chance. The question is, do you want it? You know? Do you want it? Do you want this? Will you be my husband? Will you be my husband? So this could be, you know, whether it's your husband or someone wanting you to be for you to be their wife, or vice versa, you know, or whether it's the same sex relationship. There has been unfaithfulness in this relationship or within this union, and hence the reason why, you know, the Nine of Cups, the King of Wands is present here, because there has been some unfaithfulness that has led to the breakdown in the relationship, that has led to not feeling secure, not feeling like this is what what was needed, or what was wanted in the relationship, not feeling maybe like you were loved the way you wanted to be loved. And again, with the Nine of Cups. But again, this is why I say it's so important as a collective, as the Wagwan Tara Auntie Collective. You show yourself that love. You show yourself that love. You love on yourself. You love on yourself, baby girl. Baby boy. You love on yourself. You love on yourself. Collective. We have to love ourselves, you know, because the famous words of RuPaul, if you don't love yourself, how are you going to expect anybody to love you? Okay? I don't know if I said it exactly or paraphrased it the right way, but I think you get the message. It's about loving yourself. It's about taking that time to show yourself that self-care, setting yourself healthy boundaries so nobody can disrespect you. You hearing me? Collective, are you hearing me? Are you hearing this energy? Can you feel this energy coming through your screen? Love on yourself. Yeah? See how this person, the figure here, is looking so smug. Yeah, with his open posture, it's like, it's the confidence. I'm secure. I feel good that I can place all of my cups, you know, under green, kind of like, because the green also represents the abundance. Look at that. Look at what I have. Look at what I have to offer. This is me. And before I put into anything, I've invested in myself, because I know about myself. I love on myself. And that's all that matters. Teach me how to love you. But I think also it's about teaching yourself how to love yourself, so that you know exactly what it is that you want in a relationship. You know, visualize it, write it down in your journals, how you want to be loved, laugh about it, think about it. You know, you want to feel it, feel that love, you know, what unconditional love feels like, what it looks like to you, how it feels on your skin, how it feels in your day-to-day life, so you can attract it, so you can manifest it into your existence. Because we're all about the love and light. We're all about that self-growth and development. Okay? And with everything that has happened in the past, you've got to ask yourself, is this what you want? Because this person is looking to see how they can hope that, you know, something will come in and bring this offer in, so that they can come and rekindle this relationship. Maybe find ways to, as we said, another thing, to pattern up the ting. Pattern up the ting. So to another, pattern up the ting is another kind of little patois. You could say, yes, patois, um, as a way to kind of like, it's kind of like patois, but it's like kind of slang at the same time as well, like how to kind of put all of the little pieces together, so everything can kind of work. Yeah, so it's like putting the little puzzles together. So for instance, this person wants to come to you, so they want to pattern up the ting. They want to find out how they can go about it. They know that they may have to travel. You know, I don't care how I get there. That's how they want to. That's what they want to do. If you do, yeah, they want to. They want to try and get to you. They want to see how they can make this work. But then you've got kind of like also the divine working. Yeah, the universe is working in the background. They can, and maybe this person has put in the time. You could have also put in the time and the effort to make this work. Okay, so this relationship can come back again. But again, it's about making sure you have put in that work in, because ultimately this is what they want to accept. They want to find out, will you accept my love offer? So there is some kind of like maybe some anxiety, some uncertainness whether you're going to accept it. But this is what they want to really tell you. This is what your ex right now, or whether you are the ex, this is what they want to share. This is the information. They want to share this love offer. Will you accept it? That is the question. That's the question. And again, I go back to this. Are you secure in yourself? Are you a 9 of Cups right now? Are there anything that you want to or wish to work on, so that you can draw in love of a high vibrational energy into your life now? Write about it, manifest it, put it in your journals. Write like a story. It could be just a paragraph of what love looks like to you, of unconditional, high vibrational love looks like to you. Write it down. What how your partner treats you, how it feels, so you can bring in that love offer into your existence. Okay, and we're just going to look at one of the romance cards. Yes, we've got wedding. So your ex. And it could either even been like maybe the two of you may have been talk like you've both talked about marriage, you've both talked about wanting to get married, and with the issues that happened, it never kind of materialized. But it appears that it's showing that there's an opportunity again for this to happen. But again, it's all about whether you would accept it. Is it right for you? Is it right for you? And if it's right, if you feel that you've both put in the work, and even if you're taking the time to say, right, you know what, maybe we both need to go and do some counselling. We both need to go and recognise, we've got some issues that we need to kind of work on for it to happen. But ultimately, take that time, use your discernment. You're an ex. They were an ex for a reason. So you want to, as a collective as well. We don't want to just fluff you with anything. Fluff you with anything. Just saying like, oh, we have to be about like the truth here. That they were an ex for a reason. But is this an ex that you can work with? Can you both take the time to invest in your Nine of Cups so that two Nine of Cups can come together? Because ultimately it's only one cup. This is one cup away from the Ten of Cups, which is having that fulfillment of love, high vibrational love, marriage, that abundance of it. Like you having that abundance within yourself is the ultimate aim. That's what we should all be striving for first, okay? Before we then go and say, right, will you accept this love offer? Be secure in yourself first. But clearly this person is really thinking about marriage. But use your discernment. All right, let's pull out a proverb. Let's see what Jamaican proverb we've got today. Just going to see which one comes out. What proverb do we have? What for today? Oh, it felt like one's coming out. I like when they fly out, you see. What does the ex want to tell or say in this situation? Ooh, out of three. I'm going to pick one. The bucket are well with water. One day, the bottom of the bucket must drop out. So this is all talking about building up. It could be a building up of emotions in relation to this ex or the relationship, that eventually everything was just building up to the point that it was like, I can't, my cups have, look, it's just, everything has now turned over, released, and I could no longer manage or handle the relationship or the situation. So it's like feeling overwhelmed, and again, looking after yourself, your self-love. So it's really asking about your self-love, making sure your self-love is intact. You are secure in yourself, because we're not, as a collective, we're wanting to work on ourselves so we can release any negative energies that have been hindering us when it comes to love. Whether it's been any kind of like past traumas or past relationships where there's been issues with trust and unfaithfulness. Let's not bring any old issues into new relationships. Yeah, we work on ourselves, we build on ourselves, and we secure ourselves and our self-love so it's intact. So we are embracing healthy relationships. Okay? Right, I'm also going to see if there's any alphabets for any names. Are there any particular alphabets of names for these exes? Let's pick one. Any letter from the alphabet. I just realized what I said. Right. Right, let's have a look. Ooh. So we got a Z. Yeah, we got a Z, we got a W, a G, an O, and a U. So there possibly could be within the collective people with an O, a G, a W, a U, or a Z in their names. Or there could be, I'm sensing also maybe a location or something that you may have experienced, or something where you've gone where they may have had these particular letters involved as well. All right, so I hope Pile 1 you found this useful. Remember, take what resonates, okay? Use it for your discernment, for your own guidance, and leave what don't resonate. Yeah, that's what we do around here as part of the Wagwan Tyrant and T collective. We take what resonates and we leave what don't resonate. Yeah. All right. See you on the next one. Bye for now. Wagwan people, Wagwan tea sippers. Right, so we got pile 2. So let's have a look and see what messages exes want to tell you. Let's have a look. Okay. Let's have a look and see what them want to say. So we've got 4 of Wands reverse. The 7 of Cups reverse. The Wheel of Fortune reverse. We've got the Judgment. Just move them along so you make sure you can see them all. And then we've got the 5 of Pentacles reversed. So I'm sensing here with the 4 of Wands reversed that there was kind of like things appear to seem to be going well, and but there was a lot of kind of as even though there was things going well, because even when the 4 of Wands is reversed, it can still be a sign of like good things were happening. But with the 7 of Cups reverse, I'm also sensing like in this relationship, what the ex wanting to tell you, that things maybe have fizzled out. They may have not really been like telling you the truth, or to being honest about situations and how things were. But they ultimately, I'm kind of getting like they regret what they did. They regret that they weren't always investing in the relationship. It seems like they may have had lots of they may have had like intentions where they did want this, but their mind was also kind of like elsewhere with how they want like their focus, and not always kind of focusing on your needs or what you valued as important, which then ultimately related to then things kind of just not working out, things not moving as it should, or what you wanted or how you wanted it in the relationship. And then it's created this kind of judgment where it was like, I'm going to either take it or not. And it looks like it was like, I'm not going to accept this. I'm not taking this kind of way. I'm not taking this kind of behavior. I'm not kind of take this type of relationship. This is not what I want in a relationship. Why should I come like in terms of the 7 of Cups? Why should I become as part of the least of the priority. So, or the priority or the choices. Why am I not being like, let's say here, why am I not being at the top? Why am I like here towards the end? And it kind of got to that point where, as much as you enjoyed, like, there was a fruitful union, because there was something where you really had a passion. And like, with the red and the green, it's like the two of you were like two peas in a pod, that you really got on well. You really enjoyed one another's company. But as even though you enjoyed one another's company, there was a lot of things that still weren't 100% in this, and you sensed it. You may have even felt like, even if you couldn't see it, you could feel it, because with the Seven of Cups here, the cups is all about your emotions, your feelings. So I sense that you may have been feeling like, hold up a minute, why is it that you're not making time? You're not making the effort. I've organised the dinner date. I've organised time out. And yet you're always trying to find some excuse. Yeah, I know that we have work. And I know that we also have, other like responsibilities, or like things that we have to think about. But it seems like I never seem to be the one that you put forward. You kind of almost put everything else in front of me rather than me. Why? And I sense that that's what I'm sensing. That's what I'm getting. Like, there was a lot of kind of feeling of not being satisfied in this relationship. And I think the ex, or this recent ex, or this ex in the past, recognizes that, and they recognize that there was lots of things that they could have done better. So you didn't feel like, I needed to move out of this, because ultimately it was like, with the Five of Pentacles, it's kind of like the feeling of being destitute, feeling like just not knowing where to go, not feeling like you had a security. You're not feeling like you had, because it's, if you see here, the two figures here, they're out, and we can see there's like, look at this, the window represents this kind of beautiful kind of like wealth, and they're out, they're not included in this. It's like they're looking at this glass window, and not being able to have any access to it. So I think in this relationship, it was like you felt like you were the odd one out. You were the one that was not being considered, not being thoughtful. That you felt like, you felt this energy of, I'm trying to do all these things, but I'm not being. It's like here, this is like the ex looking, being distracted, and even possibly distracted by other things, other people, whether it was romantically, not really being honest, not really putting the time in. You sensing the kind of like the drift in their energy, how they would take the time to invest in this. You might be like, you would going on holidays together, spending time together. And then they got really comfortable with you, to the point that once they got comfortable, they felt that they didn't need to be consistent anymore. And that lack of consistency then drifted to, okay, it started to kind of drift and drift and drift, to the point that it got to this. And he was like, no, I'm not having this anymore. I know my worth, and I want a love that is consistent, like how I am. A love that I'm ready to put the work in. I'm ready to put that time in, and with someone that wants it back, with someone that is equally yoked as me, with someone that is willing to take the time, to invest in a relationship, because I'm ready. I've worked on myself. You know, I am my Nine of Cups. I am the Nine of Pentacles. You know, I am secure in myself. I've been putting in the work in myself, for whether it's financially, my self-love, you know, so that I come with no baggage. I come with no emotional baggage, no previous issues. I don't bring issues into my new relationships. You know, all what has happened in the past is left behind. All I'm asking for is to meet someone who can meet me halfway. Yeah, halfway, halfway. So you've got, so we can come together as the Four of Wands in this union. And the person that you're dealing with, or that ex, they're recognizing that. They recognize this is what has happened to make you feel like, you know what? Bye, see ya. Bye, see ya. You think me, look at me, as nice as I am. And I know some of you collective, you've been looking at yourself and you've been probably looking at this ex before you decided to duck out, because the judgment is here. It's been on your mind. It's been on your mind. You was probably looking at the ex and thinking, you know what? When he's there, or when he or she is there, trying to act like I'm some option, yeah, like how many options there? He's like, or he or she's like, I don't know which one to pick, you know. Should I pick this one, or that one? But that one look nice too, you know. When they've been treating you like an option, you said no. Bond this. Because I know I'm nice. I know I look sweet. I know I look sexy. I know I look good. So if you want to play games and act like I'm just an option for you, bye, see ya. I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for you. Bye. Bye. Look at me. I should be in here and you're acting like I'm some nobody that I can't get an invite. No, see ya. Bye. Wow. So that person, this ex recognizes it. This ex recognizes they've treated you like this, and this is why you said no. I'm sorry. I'm making my decisions. I'm not getting this caught up in whether it's how you feel. You've already shown me. You showed me that you on many occasions. Okay, and it could have been, maybe it could have been seven times. Maybe you've been giving this person like options. You gave this person like options to say, okay, let me see what he's gonna do. Let me see what she's gonna do. And you try to like give them the benefit of the doubt, because it's like with the Ace of Wands. You try to give them the benefit of the doubt to see what they were like. But then with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's like no, the things were starting to move in a way where you're like, I can't take this now. I can't. It's starting to interfere with my spirit, my place of peace. You said no. This not work. This is not going to work. It's not going to work. Because y'all treat me, as a collective, Wagwan Tarantee collective. You treating me like I'm an option. I ain't no option. I am a fine ass. Okay? Okay. So let's have a look at the messages. Let's see what else is there. Why? We have indecisiveness. You see, with the Seven of Cups, boy, I hope this is resonating. I really hope it is resonating. Yeah? Look at that. Indecisiveness. Look at the options. What should I do? So clearly this ex was treating you. And it could be as a, collective, because I know sometimes, we all have our flaws, and this is why, as part of the Gwan Tarot Tea, we're all working on improving ourselves, our self-development, our self-growth, our self-love, because we're all about the love and light, yeah? But there was a lot of indecisiveness going on, not sure what to, like, how to deal with the matter. They may have been, like, treating you like, not showing you the love that you deserve, and this is why it's ultimately you have to show your love. You have to show love to yourself first. And And I think that's where you recognize and you said, no way you're going to make me feel like this. I'm ducking out. Bye. See ya. So there was a lot of indecisiveness going on. And look, them wa say sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. So that's saying. Then recognize they treated you like crap. Them treat you like crap. And I want you to take it. I want you to just stay there. I said, what? So what? So what now? And you what? Yeah, they took you. So it's like what I get is like, I get idiot come out like they took you for an idiot. They took you for a fool. They thought you was gonna be just there. Okay, I just buy her roses. I buy or I buy him flowers. I buy him chocolate. You know, whatever it is. They thought that you was gonna stay there and just accept their inconsistent behavior. They recognized they were wrong. And yes, look, it says anxious here. So I think what I'm getting from this as well, like, excuse me, whether this could be like, whether they were anxious about making the right decision or whether they want this, but then it's like part of them is kind of like to distract themselves, will find ways to kind of maybe keep themselves occupied in other things rather to invest in you or invest in the relationship. But also they could be anxious of what they want to say this to you, but they don't know how to come. They don't know how to come now, because ultimately when you came out of it, they're there now. They recognize they're there now. And with the judgment card, they're there. That's where they are now. And they want to come say sorry, but they don't know how to come and say sorry to you. That is what they don't know how to come and say sorry. They don't know how because they know that I think what they're anxious about is if you're gonna come and really just give it to them. Give them a piece of your mind. And that's where the anxiety is coming from. But look again, look at this. Look at this. Hey, what is that? Woy. I want to spend time with you. Wagwan Tyrant T Collective. To the pile 2 who chose this pile. After they were spending time with you. Ain't that funny? Ain't that funny why it always works like that? For some people, they spend time with you and they become inconsistent. Yeah? Indecisive with their actions. Yeah? Treat you like you are at the bottom of the pile. Wanting to pick and see whatever it seems to like shine the most. It's like, okay, I'll go to that, I'll go to that, I'll go to that, I'll go to that, I'll go to that. And you're there like, what? Hey, what's going on here? What? Why am I left out? Why am I left out? Why am I left out? To the point that you had to go, bye, see ya. No, I'm not here to be treated like I am just this person that you can feel that you can pick up and like I'm disposable. Pick up when you want. No, it doesn't work that way. I have feelings and I respect my boundaries. And this is why I had to come out of this situation. Bye, because you was treating me like I was just some kind of disposable thing that you could just pick up and throw away. And I ain't about that, because I done told you already. I told you I'm a fine ass. Okay? So, I show that respect to myself, honey. So, respect me back. Okay? Okay, because respect is a two-way process. Okay, honey? Okay. So, I want to spend time with you. That's what they want to say. They want to say that they're sorry. They want to say that they're sorry, but they want to spend time with you. That right there. Like, some of you collective, you might be laughing when you see this, but that is what your ex wants to tell you. They regret what they did. They regret how they treated you. They regret how they treated you like you was just kind of like a little piece on the side, or you was kind of like on when it came to making calls, when it came to making action, you were never considered at the top of the list. It was like, it was great um when it was like, for like the, let's say the initial process of like courting you, dating you, and then it was like when things started to get a lot more, when you became more acquainted, more comfortable with one another, then it was like you started to see the cracks surfacing. Like, okay, let's say if he or she would call you or message you 10 times a day, it then became 5. You're like, okay. It's just like with the 4 1s here, you might think, okay, if I can deal with 5, then you're like, okay, then it goes to 2. Okay. You still kind of like, this is not what this is not what you like used to do. Then it reduced again till you didn't get any. And you're like, no, this is not on, because the level of inconsistency and if I continue to tolerate and not talk up and be honest about what I want in a relationship, and the respect and the that I want in a relationship, this will go on. It will go on and go on and go on and go on and go on forever. So that's where the judgment call was there, because it was like, it's either you stay in this. It's like either you stay in this, or you say no. I need to go. I need to go, because the more I stay in this, the more it's taken away from me, to the point that I'm like, this is where your ex was, yeah, in this place, all warm, all all like glowing and things like that, and leaving you, making you feel like you was left out, making you feel like you weren't included. And you thought to yourself, no, because I'm putting time and effort, and I expect the same back. And I say to the pile 2, to the collective that chose pile 2, use your discernment, be comfortable with who you are, be authentic with who you are, so you attract that authenticity back. And be clear with what it is that you want in your relationship. Write it down, journal it, what unconditional love looks like to you, so you can manifest that unconditional love back, because we all deserve love. We all deserve love of the highest, vibrational energy, love that moves us, loves, and with that love, finding that love in yourself first, respecting showing that respect to yourself, and sticking to yourself. And I think you came to that conclusion here. You came to that conclusion here when you started to see that as much as you was putting effort, it was like you're still being treated like you was the option. You were still the option. And you said, no, things started to turn. You started, oops. I almost frightened myself there. You started to see things differently. Like, no, this is not working. This is not working out. And the more and it could have been with someone who's, just it could have just someone. So let's say if it were either was you or the other person, it could have made you just start to think, this is not working anymore. And the longer I stay in this, the more I feel like this, and I need to come out of this feeling. But this person, this ex, wishes they can tell you right now that they could spend time with you, that they can try and make up the amends, and really show that they want to invest and spend time with you. and put things aside and recognize that you're important. The question is, do you want this? And I ask again, collective, use your discernment. Use your discernment. All right, let's see what love messages we get as well from the oracle cards. So we've got, yes, love yourself first. We've got playfulness. So I get that whether this person, they want to kind of spend time with you, but with also the playfulness, I'm also getting that don't just kind of go on them just kind of like, oh yeah, I want to spend time with you, and it's kind of been on a playful, like that may help to kind of rekindle, resettle, like any, like to kind of like, you know, to kind of get maybe reacquainted with this person, but make sure you are clear on what it is you want. If you're going to go back to this, because they do want to make contact with you very soon. They want to make contact very soon, and they still have romantic feelings. They still have romantic feelings in this situation. But ultimately, loving yourself first is important. Loving yourself is important because ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't no one got time for that. Yeah, to be treated like some option. Because as a collective, we are all fine ass. Okay, so if this person wants to spend time with you, they can. Well, you know, if that is what your choice, you know, everyone has free will. But make sure you love yourself first, you know, and make sure this, like, if you're gonna have fun on, you know, maybe rekindle because you were this once, but make sure it is is it right for you? Is it right for you? Is it what you need? But this person does want to make contact. They do want to make contact. They want to speak. They may be even speaking to you already, and trying to see if they can just try to get you to spend some time with them. But making sure it's right for you. Use your discernment, you know, because it's like it says here, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So you setting yourself healthy boundaries, respecting yourself, loving yourself, that will make you more attractive, you know, regardless if it's the ex, yeah, or it's a new person. Making sure you have a clear vision of what it is you want for yourself, your own love, your own self-love, you valuing yourself, you knowing your self-worth, you knowing what you have to offer to this world, your vibrant, beautiful self, yeah? Knowing that before rekindling any relationship or even a new relationship, because we ain't got no time to be treated like pawns around here. No, because we are fine ass. Okay, we fine, baby, we fine, and we should be treated as such. Yes, we should be treated as such. All right, let's have a quick look at the what Jamaican proverb we've got here today for this message. Which message do we have today? Okay, so we got, be mindful of your circle, your mindset. Okay. So it's when beggar I beg from beggar. Ooh, look at this one. When beggar I beg from beggar, him never get rich. So, in translation, when a beggar begs from a beggar, they will never get rich. So, what this is saying here, in this situation, there was some unequalness in how much time was being invested with one another. So one party, let's say one partner, would have felt like they are always trying to beg, to request, can I spend time with you? Yeah, can I spend time with you? When that is a standard thing in a relationship, because you're feeling each other's, you're feeling each other, you know, you're getting to know one another, you're putting time and effort. So if it's one person who's trying to put in all the effort, then it's like, yes, you became that beggar. You became the beggar. You became that person who's trying to beg, like you're trying to, oh, when are you going to spend time with me? Oh, I haven't heard from you today. I haven't heard. No, you are fine ass. You're a fine ass. Okay? So you should be getting the calls. You know, set yourself the standard. Love on yourself, baby. Love on yourself, baby. Love on yourself. Please love on yourself. As a collective that we do around here. Yeah? No man or no woman should be treating you like that. No one should be treating you like that. And the ex has come to that conclusion. So, collective, we should all be working to that same conclusion too. Love on yourself. Because if you're in a relationship and you're there having to beg, no, honey. That is not good. Okay? So it's like saying, be mindful of your circle, you know, your mindset, who you hang around with, because energy attracts energy. And you recognize that. And that's why you said that's why you had to come out of that. So if this person may still want to come back and spend time with you, but you got to use your discernment, you know, love and light energy. Is this right for you? You know, has this person put in the work, the time and the effort to recognize that what they were doing, or if it was you, what you were doing to cause this relationship to kind of just mash up? Yeah, for this relationship to kind of just fizzle out. Because yes, they may want to spend, or you might want to spend time with them, but if it's going to come back to the same thing where it's like it starts to little by little go nowhere, you have to ask yourself if this is right for you. All right, let's just have a quick look and see if there's any letters that come out for any possible names for the exes, or any locations or anything like that. Let's just see if there's anything that comes out. Let's have a look. Yep. Ooh, so we got L N O D Q. I don't know. I felt like London. It could be maybe someone's got a L in their name, an N, an O, a D, or a Q. There could be a location. There could have been something that maybe you was meant to go somewhere, or yeah, I'm sensing like you may have meant to go somewhere and it never materialized. It could also be letters in their names. So whether it could be a middle name, their last name, or their first name. Yeah. But pile 2, I hope the messages resonated, and I hope you can use it for your, for your own guidance, for your own discernment. Okay. So I hope the messages resonate. But if there were some messages that didn't resonate, it's all right. You don't have to take it. Yeah, you don't have to take it. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Yeah? All right. Take care for now. Look after yourselves. Wagwan. See you on the next one. Wagwan, people. Wagwan, tea sippers. All right. So let's see what messages your exes, or let's say, or a recent ex, okay, has to say. What do they want to tell you? Yeah. So let's see what messages are there for you. Okay. Let's put this there. Let's have a look and see gwan. You see me? Right. Okay, so we've got the tens of wands reverse. We've got the page of wands upright. Right, so we've got the nine of swords. Someone's been really thinking about this. Okay, the ace of wands. And we've got the five of swords reverse. So in this union, there was a lot of kind of stress. There was a lot of stress in this situation. Like you was feeling like you weren't being listened to. It's like the more you talking to this person, it weren't going anywhere. It was just like you was feeling like you was keeping a lot of energy on your shoulder. Even now, just talking about it, it feels like I can feel the energy that you was dealing with the ex or the recent ex. That it was just feeling like being misunderstood, not listened to, really struggling to, like you felt like you was your voice, like you didn't have a voice in this union. You felt like the actions and everything that you would try to put towards it to make things work, it just wasn't going anywhere. And with the page of wands, I also sense it might have been some kind of sense of like maybe the person could have been younger, or maybe you might be young in this relationship, but also a sense of immaturity, like a playfulness, immaturity, and they may have reached out recently, like trying to like play it off like the two of you are like, or how, like even maybe like, oh hi, how you doing, or sending you like a joke or a funny text or something like that to try and gauge your intention. That's what I kind of get from that. Like you've kind of like, oh, this is you, like that's exactly how what I get from is like, oh, that kind of, oh, like, oh, it's you again. But at the same time, there's some kind of attraction here, whether it's a sexual attraction that was made you drawn to this person, but in terms of really kind of connecting with this person, they're coming across as a kind of like a page of wands, and that's where that's kind of created a lot of stress, because when it comes to like maybe dealing with matters of the heart, they have been kind of giving you this kind of energy, giving you this kind of vibe that has really kind of made you think, is this really what I want? Is this what's been keeping me up at night, really thinking if this is really this like serious, you know? And it maybe now the ex is now in the position where you were that person. You was that person who was really like, the vibes I'm getting is like they want me, then they don't want me, or they're being like, oh, we're just a casual thing, you know. Look at my stick, do you like my stick? You know, yeah, it's blossoming up, and it's like, it's looking like it's all nice and you know, perky, everything's going on there. You might have been drawn to that first, attracted to that. Yeah, are we all, yeah, we're on the same level, yeah, we're all, yeah. And then it's like, it's just brought misery, you know. It might have been good that night, but it's brought misery. Yeah, and look, it's come back again. Do you want this offer? You know, I'm handing it here, look, baby. Is this what you want? You know, so I'm getting a very kind of immature energy from this person. And a collective, you know, sometimes we've, in the past, we might have not always been innocent in the situation. I may have had or displayed these kind of energies, you know. But I'm gathering from what the ex is saying, they want to come back. But you got to ask yourself if this is what you truly want to come back to, because while the Ace of Wands can also show that maybe this is what they want, it could also be, while this is maybe could be a possibility of being reoffered to you again, there could be new opportunities as well for you. So while you may be caught up in this, and you might be attracted because it might be like someone who's younger. He or she could be really fit, really sexy. They look good, and you're like, every time you hear their voice or you see them, you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh, you might just feel, oh my god. Let me just get myself together. Let me get myself together, because that's why I always get caught up. That's why I always get caught up. And then you're like, oh, why did I do this again? Why did I do this again? And it's coming back again to offer again. But there meet new opportunities. And with the Six of Swords here, is a case of like, do you take this? Because you're not moving. So it's kind of a case of like, don't get stuck in this. This is what I'm getting from it. Like, I'm getting like, don't get stuck in this. Don't get stuck in this. Because this ex likes to, what I get a sense is like they like to play games. And they particularly like to play games around sexual energy. Because you both have a lot of passion for one another. But one of you have recognized that it's not a healthy kind of relationship, and that's why you've taken yourself out of it, because it caused a lot more misery than actual pleasure, because the energy was always coming across very immature. But then it's left you feeling very kind of like miserable, anxious, uncertain about where it's going. And you've just thought to yourself, I don't want to have this, keep going back to this, date nights where it's like, okay, yeah, it's just about, it's all about a sexual kind of energy, sexual kind of flings. Not sure what we are we friends with benefits? Are we just a casual thing? Because I want more than this. I'm sensing that you want, with the Nine of Swords, you want more than this. And that's what's causing the conflict. That feeling up that heavy burden that you needed to release, because the energy that was carrying it was non-energy of where you could see this moving forward. There could have been a lot of kind of like gaslighting of trying to make you feel like, yeah, me and you, yeah, me and you's like, yeah, we're the hot couple, yeah, we're the hot sexy couple. And that might sweet you, it sweets you. But then when in reality, that was just an illusion. This person may just, all they have to offer is possibly just that. They don't have anything else that they can maybe offer. And you probably recognize that they are of a kind of like a younger, more immature energy, and may have not. And even if you might be the same age as them, they're just not as developed, and you recognize that. You're recognizing that, and that's why it's like you're now saying, no, now I want more than this, because this can't be like, I was feeling it. I'm like, I'm moving, and I'm feeling stressed out by this relationship. I'm feeling stressed out that it's like what I'm saying or what I'm saying, you're not really taking it in, and it's like you thought, no, I had to release myself out of this situation. And the energy I'm getting is like the ex may have relied heavily on using their sexual energy, their flirting skills. They may have been really good at flirting. They may have been really good at saying the right things at the right time to get you in the mood, to get you feeling like, oh, okay, okay. And then you've gone back and you've said, oh my gosh, why did I do this to myself again? What is wrong with me? Why? And it's asking, this ex may come back and want to try to do this again. They may want to try and reconcile with you again. So especially with the Ace of Wands here. And I'm sensing that with the Ace of Wands in for this unit, it's more the opportunities of whether they can rekindle this sexual relationship, because I'm sensing that it was very heavily focused around sex. And it's to ask yourself, do you want this? Is this a relationship? Do you want more for yourself? You asking yourself questions. For your, is this union, is this setup good for your high vibrational self? Is this good for yourself? Because the ex that's coming through, is somebody that is coming across as very immature, in terms of energy, in terms of their current energy, that it's like very playful, seeing it as like, we're just having fun, but then that fun has resulted to you feeling like this. And they may have come and recognized, as well, that yeah, they also may feel like this, like, I don't know how to kind of like be serious in a situation. And that's also them maybe also recognizing they having some kind of lacking in their ability to kind of have maybe more adult like conversations, more to be serious. There's like times where it's important to know when to be serious and when to have fun, and they struggle with that. Like they struggle when to be serious, and there was a conflict there, that it was like, okay, I'm talking about serious matters now, serious matters of the heart, and it still feels like I'm not getting anywhere. Like, yeah, it was fun at first to laugh and giggle and kiki, about things, and when we were in the mood, or because there's a lot of chemistry there. But now it's like I'm out of that energy now. I no longer want that. And now that you recognize that you no longer want that, you've walked away from it because you said, no, I want more than this. But I see with the Six of Swords, there's kind of an element of where someone is stuck here. And it could be that the ex is still stuck on this, like, they want to offer but not 100% sure how to offer it, or how to offer the relationship that you want. And so there's kind of like an element of like this person may be still stuck in their ways, still stuck in their ways, and you're like, I want to go from this, because the more I stay in this, the more it's going to result to this kind of like Nine of Swords energy, where I'm just up at night and I'm like feeling stressed out, thinking to myself, why did I put myself through that? It might have been good, it might have, sweet me up, feel good, but ultimately that's why I had to walk away, because it wasn't serving me. It wasn't fulfilling it wasn't giving what it needed to give. So I had to walk away, because I'm not about that life. I'm not, going to accept less when I know I deserve more, because this person's coming across as the Page of Wands, they're coming across as very immature, very young in their nature, thinking that everything can be resolved around sex. And you're like, no, I'm done. So I'm getting, for the Wagwan Taranti Collective, it's time to really use your discernment in this. If to the ones that have been impacted with relationships that have been very sexual, where maybe the lines have been crossed in not really knowing where you fully stand in the situation, yeah, to really love on yourselves. You know, I want to give yourselves all a big hug. If I could give you a big hug of the screen as well, you know, from the screen. So just to give yourself a nice hug, and just to say, you know, I love myself and I know I deserve more. I know unconditional love lives within me, and I radiate unconditional love everywhere I go, and I attract unconditional love. I attract love of high vibrational energy. You know, write it down. Write it down, the type of love that you just truly deserve. You know, see it, visualize it, and feel it. You know, the qualities in the partner. You know, what, you know, how they treat you. You know, treating you with utmost respect, valuing you. You know, listening, communicating with you. You know, so you can draw and manifest that energy into your life, into your existence. Because this energy here is you may want all of those things, but because you may have not have been clear in what it is you exactly want, it has, and it kind of almost like enabled this person or enabled this energy to then move you along with them, just kind of move you along with them till you get to that point. And we're done with that kind of feeling. We're done with that uncertainty. We're done with this if, but, no, but, maybe. No. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah? And I think you have come to recognize that, no, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this to myself no more. Bye. I'm not doing it no more. And this person may be trying to lure you back in. So let's have a look at the other messages we have here. So yeah, we have self-sabotage. 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 You recognize that you've been doing that. And hence the reason why you're like, no, I'm not getting caught up in this anymore. Even though with the Six of Swords reverse, it seems you have really struggled with being caught, being caught up in it, and you may still have been caught up in it. Whether it could be like you're still having ties, you're still accepting with the Page of Wands. You might be still accepting communication from this person. I have a massive crush on you. I have a massive crush on you. Yeah, so you may be still stuck on your feelings. You still may be stuck and not sure how to navigate through it. Feeling like, oh, maybe you know, hoping that they might change. You're hoping that maybe they might kind of change for you. And you got to remember, Wagwan Tarantee Collective, you can't change a person. You can't change a person. The only person that you can only work on yourself and make sure you're, you know, to secure like how you feel within yourself is you. Work on your own self-love. But we can't go into a relationship, we can't go into a union and think that we can change people. Okay? Emotionally imbalance. Emotionally imbalance. Emotionally imbalance. So there has been a lot of emotionally imbalance. And this was said, I sense that this person was using their sexual energy to overcome this. Yeah? Trying to use sex or using playfulness as a way to kind of not be serious. You know, when it's time to be serious, they're not being serious. And that was getting on your last nerve. I can tell it was getting on your last nerve. You was really getting irritated by it, really frustrated. You're like, no, you know, you see like this figure here, like his back, his or like I would say he or she, their back was just kind of like, I'm tired now. You know, it's the same old like broken record over and over and over again. Oh, here they come again to offer me some D, or offer me some sex, and then I'm back here again. I'm done. I'm fed up. I'm fed up of feeling like that, you know, because again, it's this self-sabotaging behavior as well. And as you know, and we've got family here, so there could also be whether you've maybe I'm sensing whether maybe like with the family that there may have been um you might have not have seen healthy relationships within your family or within your family setup, and that has kind of made you vulnerable to unhealthy relationships, unhealthy patterns, you know, where you've like seen that um people have kind of been away or or been uh or you've seen people who kind of like then use sex as a way to kind of lure you in, and then you kind of get caught up in a situationship. That's it. That's the word I was looking for. It's a situationship. It's an emotionally imbalanced situationship, but then it creates an unhealthy tie, because now it's an unhealthy tie around sexual energies. Yeah, and the thing about that, you can get caught up in this kind of like karmic kind of like tie, or unhealthy attachment with this person, which is then resulted to the self-sabotage behavior, because you recognize that this person is not the one for you, and but you may still struggle with the fact of, and it could be also struggling with the fact of loneliness. There might be an issue where you've had felt issues to do with loneliness, and that could maybe result in the reason why family is here, that the lonely, you might have seen maybe a family member, whether it could be a family member or a close family member, whether it's a mother or father, and they've kind of maybe just lived or been single for a long time, and that is maybe something you've said, oh, I don't want to have that for myself, but then maybe have not developed or understood the importance of showing that self-love to yourself, being clear with how you see or what or being clear with what a healthy relationship looks like to you, so you can manifest and draw that in. So there seems to be some kind of being caught up like maybe like some blockages in your the way you see what a healthy relationship is. And this is what has kind of enabled the ex in some way to then feel that they can then use that as an advantage to work in their favor, to kind of create this playful energy, you know, to almost come across like, you know, family, because it's that in the sense of that you know them, so it's that when you reconcile with them or rekindle or ignite that relationship again, that it's that familiarity. But that familiarity is what's creating that emotionally imbalanced self-sabotage behavior. You know, this person has a crush. It's like having these sexual energies, and I think this is what the exes wanted to tell you, that, you know, they know themselves as well, that they also have this unhealthy behavior. They also have this unhealthy behavior going on, you know, but they are also drawn to you. So it has to be a case of you recognizing it and saying, no, I'm putting a stop to this now. I don't want to continue this anymore, you know. And it feels like it's a recent ex in this situation, because a recent ex that could be somebody that has come back in your life, and they may have tried to come now from time to time, you know, maybe trying to tell you that they've changed and they haven't changed, and then you feeling burnt by maybe going back with them or having relations with them, that has then resulted to you feeling like this. Yeah. So let's have a look on the love horror on the oracle cards. So we've got, yes, family came back again. Wow, I hope it's really resonating, guys. So there's a lot of family related issues here, and it could have been like maybe the ex or yourself may have seen people who had similar tendencies, similar behaviors, kind of unhealthy behaviors, and it's asking now to really recognize that and work on yourself, how to kind of recognize that, so you're not bringing those same energies time and time again into your life, into your future, into your present life. But this person does want to give this relationship a chance. But you have to ask yourself, is this right for you? Use your discernment. If you recognize that this person is creating this kind of unhealthy relationship, that you both have an unhealthy relationship with one another, you have to ask yourself, is this right for you? Use your discernment. And I see why with the Ace of Wands, I also see that as about, staying optimistic, because opportunities, if you take that time to heal and work on yourself and recognize that there may be some kind of like issues or generational trauma or past issues where, there's been like witnessing or seeing unhealthy relationships or unhealthy and abusive relationships, it's like taking that time to go and seek counseling, go and seek some support, and how you can heal those patterns, how you can break those patterns, release those patterns. Yeah. And we can use an affirmation now to say, I release all unhealthy patterns, all unhealthy attachments, all unhealthy behaviors, that have placed me in relationships where there is self-sabotage and low vibrational energy. My body, my spirit, my energy, the love I give to the world, the energy I give to the world is in alignment with high vibrational love, unconditional love, love where I am confident in everything within myself. I have everything I want and need. I am secure, I am safe, I am loved. Yeah, you can tweak it your own way, but using that affirmation, writing it down, doing a lot of journaling about what type of love, what the type of love, what high vibrational love, unconditional love looks like to you, so you can manifest and bring that in. Yeah. So yes, it's like a lot of forgiving, a lot of learning is to come from this, because again, it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present. And that's where I see with the Ace of Wands, it's like I see it in two ways. The person here from your past, the ex, they wish that they can come back. They wish they can come back. Yeah, give this relationship a chance. But you have to ask yourself, use your discernment. Is this right for you? Is this right for you? With your good looking self, you're fine. You are fine as aged wine. You stay sweet. You look sweet. Is this right for you? Because they see you. They see you in your glory. They're like, you're fine as you are fine. But don't get drawn into that. Don't get drawn. Yeah, don't get drawn into that kind of unhealthy behavior. No matter how much they fancy you, no matter how much they have a crush on you, yeah, don't get drawn in it. Because if you take the time to work and heal, from past relationships, from past issues, stay optimistic. Yeah, take that time to recognize there might have been examples or issues in the past where um, you weren't shown good examples. You may have witnessed unhealthy behaviors, you know, that has the things that you might have not dealt with, and you may have kind of developed an unhealthy way of looking at love or seeing what love looks like. Don't give up. So, let's have a look at a Jamaican proverb. Let's see what messages we have here for the collective who chose 5-3 regarding this X and what they want to tell you. Okay. John Crow never make house till rain come. So John Crow never make house till rain come. So this proverb is about save and invest for a rainy day. So this one says save and invest in a rainy day. But I'm kind of getting why that dropped here is about the healing. Save yourself from this. This is what I'm getting. This is how I'm getting it. Save yourself from whoever's offering. Do you want this, baby? Yeah, I'll be yours tonight. Because he gave you misery. If I can find the Nine of Swords. He gave you misery. He gave you misery. But if you save yourself away, you know, leave this. No matter how sweet, you know, they come across and they want to offer you something, you know, telling you about, oh, look at my stick, baby. Do you like my stick? Huh? Does my stick look sweet to you? Leave it. Because it gives a whole heap of misery. A whole heap. And we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. So we gotta say bye. Gotta say bye. Gotta say bye. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. See ya. Keep it moving. Yeah? Because if you can take that time to heal, work on yourself, you know, you're staying optimistic about your love life, it's going to bring you more opportunities. It's going to bring you blessings and upon blessings, you know. Don't go for these kind of low energy behaviors that this Page of Wands, you know, this X wants to give or offer, because you know it's not going anywhere. You know you recognize that's all they can offer is this. You know, no matter how good it was, no matter how, you know, it's sweet, you move you, you know, it ultimately is not good for your spirit. It's not good for your energy. It's not good for your sense of your own self-worth. You know, you recognize that. They recognize it too, you know, and they recognize they don't have anything else to offer you. And you're done with that. You're done with that. You want more. And you deserve more. Yeah? So let's just see if there's any letters that comes out for you in this little bag here regarding this X. It could be then maybe there's a letter in their name that it may resonate, a place or a location. Okay. So we got A, we got N, we got K, we got F, we've got O, we've got an L, we've got an R, and we've got an I think that's a little L. That's a little L. Yeah. So a lower L. Okay. So with this, yeah, there could be a letter in their name. So a letter like one of these letters may resonate in their first name, their last name, their middle name. It could be a location. It could be something that they've talked about. And it may have any of these kind of key letters in there that may resonate. And you may know who this ex is, or it might come to mind, yeah, I know who this is, and I'm done. And and you're just like, yeah, I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to forgive myself and forgive myself for entertaining this kind of behavior. And I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to be in a relationship that is healthy, that is loving, that is pure. All right then. Collective, I hope this resonated. I hope the messages resonated with you. And you remember, if they don't resonate, don't take it. Just, you're all right, Take what resonates, you use it for your discernment, use it for your guidance, and just leave the rest, okay? Just leave the rest. There might be somebody else it resonates with, but leave the rest. Be sure to subscribe. If there's any like new people watching, subscribe, like, and share with friends and family that you think that the messages may resonate with also. But look after yourself, take care, and see you on the next one. Bye for now. Wagwan.